Hello everyone, Jonathan with GamedayMath, and I've got a tutorial video for you today. We're going to be going over a free calculator on the side. It's the No-Vig odds calculator. I have it pulled up here, and this tool is extremely valuable for you to be able to remove the juice, the vig from a sportsbook line to see what the fair or true odds are, to find the actual accurate probabilities of a sporting event so you can determine if it's a plus EV play or not based on sportsbook odds. And we've also have a article talking about the specific method that we use at GamedayMath called the blended No-Vig calculation, and why this is the optimal way to remove the vig and get the best, most accurate probabilities. If you've been sports betting for a while or done some research, typically what you're going to see is called the equal margin method, where you take the vig out on each side, the dog and the favorite, proportionally to get a fair price. And this works whenever you've got odds around minus 110 and you remove the juice, and it's going to get you a really accurate price. But if you do any college betting, college football or college basketball, where you have some big underdogs, it can really skew the results. So we plug in a minus 975 favorite and then a 750 dog, and you can see we've got minus 770 plus 770 as the fair line there. And this is something I learned the hard way when I first got into sports betting. I would take Pinnacle odds, do the equal margin method, and see a ton of underdog bets flagged as plus EV because books would put a plus 800 line, and I'd say, oh, that's a great play. Well, if we go ahead and flip that and toggle it to the blend method, we're going to go from that plus 770 all the way up to 839 spot 6. So that is a perfect example of what you're going to see in sports betting is if you do the equal margin method and you got a sports book throwing out plus 800, plus 810, and you're saying, well, the fair price is plus 770, I'm going to take that. That's a great EV play. Here at GamedayMath, we are equipping you with a much sharper, more accurate blended No-Vig, where that price actually needs to be north of 840 for it to be a fair plus EV bet. So you can either use this in isolation if you want to use our free calculator here. I'll have a link in the description, or consider signing up for our Sharp or Plus options. We have just rolled out a weekly Plus tier. So if you want to try the platform for a week, you have a week to devote to a little bit more betting volume and really want to give a go at our Plus tier. That is now a new feature we have. Otherwise, really take a deep dive here on the math behind this. This really is the best way to get the fair odds. Equip yourself with it, and to just make sure that you're aware if you're doing your own devig and providing the equal margin method, the farther you get away from minus 110, minus 100 odds, you're going to see quite a bit of disparity and some pretty inaccurate fair odds, especially on the underdog side. So take that, put this in your tool belt. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. Leave a comment if there's any future video you'd like me to dive into. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next one.